Tonight, the topic before us is what your husband wants you to know. What your husband wants you to know. A lot of the titles we take most of the time, they are born from the counseling room. Born from the counseling room. A lot of the things a lot of husbands are saying here and there. When you bring them together, you will see that a lot of them, what they desire is real. And for the majority of them, they don't know how to present it to their wives. Or they have presented it, their wife is not taking it in good faith. Or probably because they are not presenting them right. So ultimately, their desires are not granted, and ultimately things will go wrong. One of the reasons why God is bringing couples together like this is because a lot is happening today. The devil is not going for national capture now. Satan is going for catch them young. He's picking families one after the other, catching families one after the other. And if the devil can capture a marriage, he has captured the home. And if he can do that repeatedly here and there, he will capture the city. And if he can capture the city, he can capture the nation. The devil loves working from the grassroots. From the grassroots. And unfortunately, that's what believers are not doing. From the grassroots, he goes to the simplest cell. That's why we begin his attack. Knowing fully well that if I can attack the smallest cell, whatever I inject into that smallest cell can go to the nooks and crannies of the entire organism. Every part will be invaded in no time. I was reading an article the other time about, it should be about 7 years ago, the Muslim community in London. They had a 30 years projection that they were going to produce mayors, but they gave themselves 30 years. That from London to the other parts of England, we are going to take over. 30 years dream. They didn't start from the biggest place in England. They went to their smallest place in England, to the remotest part of London. That was where they started. And then they produced the first one, produced the second one. In a matter of 15 years, they have already achieved their first 30-year dream. So they have to dream something else again. They have to breed a new plan. 15 years. And the devil is using the same system for marriages. He's cashing up one after the other. If he can't catch the husband, he will catch the wife. That was the same thing he did in the Garden of Eden. I want to sincerely believe Satan may have spoken to Adam before. I'm just the one adding that one. That's my belief. He may have. And then he noticed that this man is a hard nut to crack. So he went for the woman. And at times, he may go for the wife. If it does not work out, he can come back to the man. But by all means, he's going to look for a crack. A crack. In marriage, is a journey of two persons. Husband and wife. And over time, you are going to be bringing life to be. And then there will be expansion of your family. And because you are two in the system, there must be understanding, or else the ship will sink somewhere along the line. There must be understanding. The wife must know what the husband wants and bow to them. The husband must do the same. Know what your wife wants and bow to them. It may not be all of them, but you see, there will be mutual understanding. This woman wants these things, then I do them. I want this thing, then she too will do them. But like I've said earlier, a lot of times men don't know how to articulate their needs. They don't know how to articulate what they want. So when they present it, there could be errors in their presentation, and that could make everything go wrong. And I want to itemize them tonight, and then we'll discuss them one after the other and be able to have very good time for questions and answers. If you follow me to that point, say amen. Number one, respect him. I'm talking to women tonight from the perspective of their husbands. Tonight, it is the husbands sending me to their wives. If you don't respect a man, there is nothing you do that will count. Kill yourself for the family, he won't see it. Sacrifice your soul for the family, he won't notice it. A man counts what his wife does if the wife respects him. If you don't respect him, you can be the most sacrificial wife on earth. He's not going to see it. It will count. Because nothing you do as a wife for your family, for your husband counts if you can't respect him. For a man, respect is superior to food. Respect is superior to sex. As a matter of fact, it has been discovered that a man does not make love with a woman that does not respect him. He can have sex with her. He cannot make love. It's sex, not love. Men gravitate towards regard, particularly from their wives. A man can accommodate disrespect from everywhere, not from his house. He can go to fight in the labor market, face unthinkable shame. A man was telling me one day, say, Pastor, the things I face every day, if I want to show that I'm a big boy, I won't even do them, but I'm doing them because of my family, and it's not appreciated. They respect at home. The man can face shame anywhere. Some things you will assume is beneath, he will go for them. Why? He wants to provide. He wants to be the champion, but the pain in his heart is that there's no regard at home. There's no regard at home. So what did he do? Now I'm giving you live examples. Things that happen. He will close from work and go to a joint. It's not a beer joint. It's just a place where they do all manner of things. They sell chicken, they sell pepper soup, they sell everything. He will just sit down there and tell the people there, I don't want anybody on my table. He will sit down there at 11 o'clock, eat pepper soup, put earpiece on his ear, listen to messages, listen to music. In call respect. A father will offend his son. They will tell the boy to say sorry to his father. It's honor. The person telling the boy, oh yeah, say sorry to your father, and then let's settle this matter. They know that he is wrong. They are going to tell him he's wrong in the inner caucus. But here is the small boy that will beg the big daddy. That's the way it is in marriage. Even when your husband is wrong, you must be wise to handle it. He's the king of that domain, and you must give him the honor, the serving of a king. Look, that a man is the husband does not mean he's wiser. But you see, that position is God that gave it to him, and you are too small to change it. You can be wiser than your husband. It does not make you the king. You can be smarter than your husband. It does not make you husband. You can go to school more than your husband. You can know book more than him. It does not make you husband. It's a position that God has given people of the male gender, and you must regard that position. That's when God will regard you. Number two, what your husband wish you know. Appreciation. Appreciation for a man is like fuel. A car can be in a perfect condition. If there is no fuel, it's not going to move. Everything can be in place. Without fuel, it's not going to move. For a man, appreciation is that fuel that drives him. When you appreciate a man for what he has done, he will fight to bring more. Men derive joy from being needed. When they are needed, when they are useful, when they are productive, when they are making a difference, that's when they feel alive. That's why when a woman loses her job, her husband will pat her and say, don't worry, they are even stressing you. Enjoy your life. If a man loses his job, it's not the same thing that will happen. Tomorrow morning, he must go find something to do. Because men derive their importance from being needed, from being productive. So when he fights right, fight left, fight backward, and fight forward, and then bring what is required, you don't look away and assume it's his job. It must be appreciated. Must be appreciated. And when you balance to the accept what your husband offers graciously and give him credit for it. I have had countless complaints from different men of different ages, even men who are already grandfathers. The complaint is always, I'm doing a lot, Pastor, sincerely, you need to know. But this woman does not appreciate it. When you appreciate a man for whatever he's bringing, he will go all the way. He will want to do more. He will want to do more. If you accept what husband is giving, you can move him to do much more than what you desire. It's a process. It's a process. He may not be bringing what is enough now, but appreciate him for what he's bringing. Appreciate him for what he's bringing. Men want appreciation. They feed on it. It makes them want to do more. It is their fuel. Let me say one more time. A good man can die fighting to provide and protect the woman who appreciates him. If you don't appreciate your husband, you are destroying the flow of resources from him to the family. He will lose motivation. It brings me to tell him thank you. Recognize that he's bringing something. Recognize that he's doing something. When you recognize the little, he will do much. Number three, look good for your husband. Look good for your husband. Men are moved by what they see. Whether you are at home or outside the home, look good. I'm not saying borrow money to buy clothes, and I'm not saying use all your salary or profit to buy clothes, but look good. You don't need so many clothes as a woman to look good, but very particularly when you are at home, sister, look good. Be deliberate about looking good for your husband at home. It's unfortunate that a lot of wives today, when they are going out, they make up, they touch the front, touch the back, everywhere is looking tantalizing, and then they look good for outsiders. Once they come back home, they remove everything good on them. They remove all the goodness and present their raw self to their husbands. Let me say one more time. Men are looking for good looking women. Good looks is not on your face. It's how you touch yourself. I am not saying makeup at home. No. I'm saying buy housewares. Stop tying wrapper. Your breast are sag because of wrapper. You tie wrapper and tight it on your breast. You have had one child, your breast has come down. They should still be chasing you. But every day is wrapper. Hello? Go and fold the wrappers and put them on top of your wardrobe. Go and buy housewares. There's something they call housewear. You can wear it and look fine. No makeup, but you are looking good. Buy cap, the one for the house. Look, it has been discovered that most women prepare for outside than inside. Even your children are not happy the way you look. I want you to imagine this scenario painted by a man. He said every time he's on the dining table, he does not eat there again. Now he eat in the bedroom. He said when he's eating the dining and the wife is going forth and coming back and picking things, he will be looking at her and be wondering, what is this? That's what the children of Israel said. When something came down from heaven, it was not bread that came down. If I see bread, don't I know bread? Hello, somebody. They know bread was not bread that came down. In Hebrew, manna means kilelei. It's as good as what is this nonsense in English. That's what they call manna. Kilelei. What nonsense is this? That's how some men see their wives. Every day looking like a grandmother, and you are not a grandmother. Even grandmothers are still looking yo-yo. At 35, you dress at home and your kids are wondering, mommy say what joy, you shouldn't look like her. The difference should be clear. Buy homewares that will make you look beautiful. Don't use that ordinary letter Y slippers. Buy something better. Hello, you don't need a lot of money for these things. Be deliberate about it. Your husband wants to come back home and see goodness on you. See goodness on you, because most of the time you and your husband may not see in the course of the day. You have gone to your own place, he has gone to his own place. He wants to come back to a woman looking tantalizing. Let me say one more time, it's not about making up. Before somebody will get to me and go and make up. Amen. You may not make up, but at least look good. Don't look like Mary Slessor. Things have changed, my brother, my sister. Things have changed. Number 4, pay attention to him. Pay attention to your husband. Men need attention, but the good thing about men is they don't need attention all the time. But when a man needs attention, that 1 hour for him looks like 24 hours. Where a woman will want 3 hours attention, a man may want just 30 minutes attention. That 30 minutes can satisfy him for the next 2 hours, for the next 2 days, for the next 1 day. But if you don't give him the attention, that 30 minutes, that 1 hour attention, when he needs it, you are cutting off from him. When a man has gone to fight and is coming back, at that moment he needs attention. I was listening to a side chick, a professional side chick on the internet. I don't know if you have watched the video. I don't want to call the program where they featured the lady. So they told her, they asked her, so don't you feel this side chick thing is bad? She told them categorically, she said, look, the reason many marriages are working is because of us side chicks. So they asked her why. He said, we are the ones that calm their husbands down. They don't know how to do it. The man is coming and say, you are welcome, and that's all. You want to eat? Okay, I am ready. It is well. That's not attention. That's not attention. Attention is hang around him. He has just returned, whether from a journey. Even when a man returns from a journey, some wives don't even know how to welcome a man. The only thing she will say is, hope you return well. You are seeing him flesh and body, and you ask if he came well. How was your journey? Praise God. You are welcome. Do something to make him feel like you are missing him. Even if you don't miss him, pretend to miss him. That's what side chicks are doing. She does not love the man. It's money she wants, and it will be all over him. As he's coming, she will collect his bag, remove his shoe, sit on his lap, bring some small water and towel and clean his way and say, oh, you look stressed. Let me work on you. Oh yeah, remove your shirt. She will bring the fan close. All deception. But the wives at home can't do that. Why? They believe they have conquered him. Look, you can't conquer a man. A man is a battle you will fight forever. Till death do you part. Stop thinking you have him, so there's no point trying to get him again. You must continue to catch him. Continue to be attentive to him, but at very critical times. Like I said, men don't need attention all the time. They don't. But the little time they need it, if you don't give it, it will look like you are getting further. Today we have couples who are growing apart. They live in the same house, sleep on the same bed, eat from the same plate, and yet they are growing apart. Because the time the man needs attention, she cannot even discern and give it. She can't discern and give it. You don't know when your husband is stressed. You don't know when he looks sick. The only time some women give their husband attention is when they need big money. Big money that is not captured in monthly allowance. That's when they give him attention. The man will feel used. Give attention. He walks in and you're on a call. While she is looking at you, tell the person, hello, I'll call you back. I have something very important to attend to. So I am the very important thing. They may not smile. Look, that's meant for you. They won't smile. They won't make you feel like they feel you, but it's a lie. He's smiling inside. He's laughing and jumping inside. Your husband comes in, you are receiving a call, and you do like this. Gen Z. Number 5, because of time. Support. Men need support. And that's what partnership is meant for. That's why you are his partner. Real partners are supporters. And not just supporters in one way. Supporters in every way. Marriage is for support. For support. God created Eve to support Adam. And for all you may care, generally speaking, the helper is always stronger than the helped. If I see a bodyguard who is not taller than me, I won't pay for his service. I want the one that can tower into the air. I look back and it feels like I have an angel behind him. God said Eve is help me to Adam. An indication that she had things she could use to support the man that the man does not have. As a wife, if you don't support your husband, you are reducing your potential. You are killing your potential. You are designed to help, and an integral part of the help is to support him in every way possible. In case you don't know, men need a lot of support. They won't show it to an average man because of ego. They are going to be doing as if they are self-sufficient. Now lie. Look, I talk to grandmothers. You see all these men, 50 years old, 45 years old, 40 years old, they still go to their mommy to cry. He will enter his mother's room, sit down and cry because he knows he can be vulnerable before his mother and she will not judge him. He can't do that before his wife. How can a man be doing this? That time he needs verbal verbal support, you are not there. A lot of times, men are dying, and the drug they need is just verbal support from their wives. That's why a lot of African men run back to their mothers. That's where they get support. My son, you will make it. I have told the Lord that in my lifetime. Relax, oh, don't worry yourself. That's what his wife should be telling him. Men needs that kind of support. Verbal support, prayer support. I told the woman, there are times to pray and let your husband hear you. You are not doing eye service. The man needs to know that he has a prayer warrior at home. Once in a while, let him know, honey. I won't be coming to the bedroom until 1 a.m. So in case I open the door, it's not to disturb you. I want to pray. Start at 11 before he sleeps. Let him hear some of the prayer points. Let me say one more time. It's not eye service. He needs to know that you are praying for him. Once in a while, when he's troubled, ask him what's the problem. If he mentions it, let him know. Okay, I'll take tomorrow off at work and I'll go to the mountain. That matter, I'm taking it to the mountain. Or I'll go to church and I'm going to stay there throughout the day to pray on that matter and fast. Let your husband know that you are there for him. Some women have good intentions, but you see, they don't verbalize it. Husband is strong. He's not as strong as you think. He's not as strong as you think. So tell him what you need to tell him for his morale to come alive. Emotional support, financial support. No matter how much your husband is giving you. In case you have a husband who is giving you all the money you need, once in a while, buy something for him. Show him that you are there for him. And in case your husband does not bring enough, add your own. What are you doing? You are supporting him. Be deliberate about supporting your husband. This is what men want. This is what will make men live long. We have to cry about this because in our generation, men are dying under 50. They are dying under 60 because there's no support from home. Men feel used when they are the ones doing and doing and doing, and there's no support from their wives. No matter how little, show that you are there. You are not tabio. I asked the woman, of all the things in your house, what and what came from you? She said, Pastor, you don't know my husband. My husband is stinkingly rich. I said, I know. Thank God for telling me I don't know your husband actually. But that stinkingly rich man is still looking for support. You need to let him know that if something goes wrong, you'll be there for him. And you need to prove it now by supporting him now. Once a while, drive his car out and put fuel inside. Not your own car, his car. Let him enter and start and say, what happened? An angel put fuel here. I am the angel who put the fuel. I just say I should surprise you this first day of the month. Do that once a while. Everything is not blink. Surprise him. If you heard me say amen. Number 6, give your husband quality sex. Not sex, quality sex. Men want responsive, willing sex from their wives regularly. And unfortunately, what men love, God made the women the gatekeepers. And for some women, the gate is always locked. He has to bribe you before you open the gate. If they must pay you before sleeping with you, you are a prostitute. You are not a wife. And for your information, there is no fight you can fight that should stop that area. Look, fight is on one lane, sex is on the other lane. They don't clash. You can fight 6 p.m. and have sex by 9 p.m. Don't stop him and don't stop her. For women, they believe I'm not happy with him because of what he did at 4 p.m. So I can put that fight aside. This one is on one side. Don't just be there and say, do what you want to do and go and let me rest. Participate. When you notice your husband is not happy, give him sex. When you notice he seems withdrawn, give him sex. When he's not talking as you feel it to talk, give him sex. It has been discovered that an average man becomes happy after sex. So help him to be happy by giving him quality sex. No matter the problem a man has, if he has a wife who can supply him with sex when he wants it, he can overcome the thing. For men, sex is not just a physical action. It affects their morale. It makes them feel wanted. And let me tell you, sister, if your husband is more than 40, don't delay sex. He comes to touch you at 9 p.m. You are now coming to answer him at 1 a.m. When a man shows his interest in sex, he has started having sex. For men, mental sex is stronger than the physical one. If you don't allow him on time, he will do the mental sex and climax. By the time you are coming, the thing has gone down. It's younger men you can be telling, I'm coming. When I am ready, I'm coming. You can come 6 hours later and it will still be strong for you. If he's more than 40, if you come after 1 hour, he has gone up and down in his mind and he has finished sex. There is nothing there for you again. Before you will call your husband 1 minute man, please check how you respond to him. If a man tells you, can I at 10 o'clock and you come to him at 11 o'clock, he has been having sex for 1 hour. Women need to know that. Particularly if it's beyond 40, he has been having sex for 1 hour. That's why when you tell him, let's go, 60 seconds, he has come. You will not say nonsense. You are the nonsense. If you give your husband sex when he wants it, it can last 15-20 minutes. You will enjoy it. But I don't know. Women behave as if they are singles. He's not chasing you. He has married you. But no, if I allow him the first time, he will think I'm a prostitute. Not allow him is what makes you look like a prostitute. Look, there is no beauty in delaying sex. There is no beauty in denying your husband sex. Give him sex when he wants it. Somebody say, I was cooking in the kitchen and that's when he came. Oga, or sister, put up the gas. You did you borrow it? Put it off. Go to the room, do the do, and come back and finish the food. Did you hear me, somebody? One knee down. A woman said, Pastor, can you imagine? My husband will be asking for sex in the morning when everybody is praying in tongues. The man can pray. If there's sex in his head, he cannot pray. So give him sex. 10-15 minutes, the thing is over. And then you can begin to speak in tongues. And for your information, you can do warfare prayer after sex. Sex between couples is not a sin. You can finish having sex now and go into warfare prayers and speak in tongues loud, and angels will be around. I was listening to a man of God whom I believe does not read the Bible very well. He said when couples are having sex, angels will turn their back. I said this man does not read the Bible. Even when the angels turn their back, they can still see you. Hello? They have eyes in front and at the back. So which back are they turning? They are clapping. They are not turning their back. They are clapping for both of you. Thank you for doing what God sent you to do. How many years are you going to spend here? You are holding sex. Small time, the powerhouse will go down permanently. Now that is he active, use it. You do hear me? Because that man won't be strong forever. Make him happy. Give him sugar. Amen. And for African women, initiate sex. Don't say it's the one that is not asking. A man can be so overwhelmed, overburdened with the pressures of life that when he comes home, he has even forgotten sex. You need to tap him at times and say, hello boy, come and do. Are the women hearing me? A woman said, how can a woman be asking for sex from her husband? Is that not prostitution? Go and check your dictionary. There is no definition for prostitution like that. When a woman asks her husband for sex, you are showing him that you want him. You make him happy. You shouldn't be the man all the time. Men love it when you ask them for sex. They love it when you are the one calling them, my husband, come. Look for a name to give it in your house. Let's do service. Midnight appointment. The man is happy. The man closed at 4. Naturally, it drives 25 minutes to get home. That day, he got home 4:10. 10 minutes after 4. And the wife checked the time and said, did you leave the office before closing? He said, no, I left the office at 4. How come you are here by 4:10? He said, I don't even know myself. But let me tell you why. At 2 o'clock, the wife sent him SMS. Tonight, I will finish you. Eat everything you can eat to be strong. This night, you are in trouble. He replied. She sent another one. He replied. She sent another one. How he drove 25 minutes journey in 10 minutes. The energy came from expectation. That's what a man can do. When you get him excited, you give him the hope of sex. A woman who holds her body from her husband is a witch. She may not even make heaven. Number 7, be mentally sound. Be mentally sound. Men want mentally smart wives. Mentally smart wives. Don't just be an average woman. Be a woman of ideas. When a man discusses with you and you are always shallow, he won't talk to you again. He will bring issues to you that are shallow issues. Chaffs. A man said, the only thing I can discuss with my wife, and both of us will laugh, is clothes, perfume, and shoes, and makeup. He said, if it's outside those 4, the discussion it will end up in a fight. I said, what do you mean? He said, Pastor, any reasonable matter you bring to the table, she will say things that will make you think that, does she have brain? But if it's clothes, makeup, shoes, and what's the 4th thing? Or Bollywood, she will be active. Did you see the woman? In fact, when it's a reasonable topic, she has nothing to offer. Let our women read. Read. Be equipped. Your husband brings up an issue. Go and read about it. Go and Google about it. So that when you get information, you can come back to him and say, that matter you mentioned the other time, I have 10 things to tell you about it. Let your husband see you as a resource person for him. Let him see you as a bank of information, not a dullard. We were talking one day somewhere, and a man was referring to his wife right in the presence of the wife. They were talking about, Madam to say something. Her husband in the committee of about 12 people. She said, that is, there have been track record of stupidity. You can't be wise if you don't put wisdom inside you. Even if they lay hands on you and say receive wisdom, you must still read. But what do we see our women read now? 700 ways to make up your face. The way some women take care of frivolities, you will know they can't go far. I told the young man, this girl you are cutting, she will be a good wife to you, but she cannot be a good mother to your children. I sized her up, monitored her for a few weeks, and I discovered this one will be a good wife, but a bad mother. She pays attention to frivolities and no attention to important matters. Read, so that your children and your husband can see you as a resource bank. A smart woman is the pride of her husband. Pride of her husband. Men are looking for women they can flaunt when it comes to knowledge. Number 8, keep his secrets. If your husband spill his secrets, keep them. Keep them. Don't joke with the secret of your husband, or else you are going to lose his loyalty. You will. A man said sometime that, Pastor, my mother-in-law came all the way from a 1 hour away. She traveled for 1 hour to get to her place and then to her city. So in the night that day, she just said, my son, come and play with me outside for 15 minutes. When he got there, the woman began to talk generally. He said, you see, Baba Ajide, you see, When things happen this way or that way, there's a way we handle it in life. Is everything he discussed with his wife in secret. Mama was counseling him about them. That things that should be between him and his wife. His wife's mother came over now 4 weeks after and began to counsel him about the matters. She said, Mama, I didn't tell you I have that kind of a problem. The woman said, no, I am just inspired. I'm just inspired to just talk in that direction. From that day, it didn't spill anything again. If your husband tell you secret, keep them as secrets. Men want loyal wives. They put water in your mouth and come back 6 months after, the water is still there. I don't mean that literally. I hope you understand what I'm saying. That's a metaphor. The moment your husband realizes that you are leaking, he won't put any treasure in you. He won't commit any secret to you. You may be angry that he's not talking to you, but you are the cause of it. Why do men talk to their mothers? A man will tell his mother something and tell her, don't tell daddy, and she won't tell daddy. There you are his wife. He tells you things, you tell your mother, you tell your brother. They now see him where they meet. They now say, you see, I just fell led and born again. There are few places I've seen where they lie like church. Believers, they go use Bible lie. Where you see, the Lord was just inspiring me. The Lord inspired you. Or you had something. Keep your husband's secret a secret. When you reveal the secret that your husband told you, he will stop talking to you. Number 9, don't keep secrets. That is you now. Don't keep secrets. And let me say from the beginning, there's a big difference between secrets and privacy. Whether you are a man or you are a woman, you have your private area. But there are secrets. Secrets are different from privacy. Privacy is the things pertaining to only you. Secret is what your husband should know that everybody should not know, and you are keeping it away from him. A woman told me, Pastor, I bought land. My husband is a waster. If I give him the money, he will waste the money. I said, buy the land and tell him. Don't hide it. He knows he has wasted money. You save money with him for land for 1 year. He used it to buy shoe. You saved again. He used the money to repair his father's house. Now you saved and you bought the land yourself. He can't. If he talks, come and tell us. Don't hide it. Buy it and put your name. But don't hide it. When a wife keeps secrets, the interpretation to a man is disloyalty. The first thing that crosses the mind of a man when you keep secret from him is infidelity. Let me tell you, the science of man. When you keep secret from a man, he interprets it as infidelity. For a man, keeping secret means you have something to hide. And as far as men are concerned, anything you are hiding, they believe there is another man behind it. That's how men are wired. That's how they reason. That's why at times your husband discovered that a secret you have been keeping and it flares up. You are wanting to kill you. Is it not this small matter? He's not looking at that matter. The chemistry in his body has been wired to see secrecy as infidelity. That's women see it. Your phone ring, you enter toilet. Does the ringtone run your stomach? On your phone, you are always deleting messages. WhatsApp, you have some that are before you can. There are some WhatsApp some of us have now. When they open your WhatsApp is not locked. But some people on your WhatsApp are locked. And the password is long. The password was the day Jeremiah was born. When you do that, you give your husband reason to fear. Anything you will do that you can't tell your husband, don't do it. Your ex calls you and said, you see, today is your birthday. I just want to spoil you. Tell him, don't spoil me. Let your ex be ex. You will now be spoiled by your ex and you can't get back home and tell your husband. Why should you accept a gift you can't share with your husband? Should you go for enjoyment you cannot explain when you get home? And men do this one a lot also. You are receiving call. The only thing you will say in the room is hello, 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 hello until you enter toilet. Kilo low, kilo high. Can't you receive call in the room? What is wrong with our generation? What are you keeping? Number 10, don't flirt. When you flirt, your husband won't see it as flirting. He will see it as infidelity. It's as if you are slept with another man. That's the way they see it. Not flirting is integral for every clean woman. Don't flirt. Don't get overexcited around other. You are in a party. You are opening your teeth for all the men there. Your man wants you beside him. Any man who wants to come close, the first impression you give them, my king is here. Meet my husband. You know what you have done by doing? You went for a party. You met an old male friend. And then as soon as you shake his hand, the next thing should be, meet my husband. What you have done there is to say bye-bye to Satan. If you don't do that introduction, Satan will take the center stage. They will start food the man will eat. You ask him, on him to eat party rice, I've lost my appetite. You made him lose appetite. When you are in public, be careful how you relate with the opposite sex. An average man is jealous. And there is nothing wrong about being jealous. It is when you go over the bar, jealousy becomes a crime. There is nothing wrong with jealousy. Over your wife, over your husband. But don't go over the bar. You see, all of these things, they are healthy in little dosage. It's when they come in excess that becomes a crime. You are chatting with a man at 11:30 p.m. You say, well, he was my classmate in 200 level. Why didn't you chat at 12 noon? Why 11:30? A lot of us, because we are believers, we do some stupid things and we use Bible to cover up. There are ungodly hours that you cannot chat, you cannot talk, you cannot text the opposite sex. Ungodly hours. Even if what you are texting is holy, even if what you are texting is clean, don't do it at ungodly hours. There are people I need to tell some things urgently. I can see a revelation and I have to tell the person urgently. If now woman, I will tell my wife to do the call. That's even as a pastor. Know your boundary and don't cross it. When you flirt, if your husband does not fear God, he may start hating you. He has not even caught you in bed with a man, just opening your teeth to every man. You know, I've been to burials, weddings, where I saw married women behaving like they are just 12 years old, opening their teeth everywhere, all over the place, to everything in trouser. It does not show you as a smart woman. It does not present you as a good woman. There are people you see, you shake their hand and move on. Not because they are bad, but because your husband, even if your husband is not around, show them that you are a married woman. Somebody can't just come and meet you and put hand around you anyhow everywhere. No, you are a married woman. If they don't honor you, honor yourself. Give them back, push them backwards. Number 11. Never compare your husband with any man. Never compare your husband with your ex. If you do, believe me, it will detach from you emotionally and it may never recover. Present or absent, whether your husband is around or not around, don't compare with anybody. Not even when you are talking to somebody. Don't compare your husband with anybody. Don't compare with your father. Don't compare him with your pastor. Don't compare with a neighbor. Don't compare with your uncle. Don't compare him with your guardian. Don't compare with your sponsor. It's your husband. No comparison. Why? Because men see comparison as infidelity. I wish I have like 30 minutes to explain to you the science of a man's makeup. There are a lot of things men see as infidelity. In themselves, they are not infidelity. But because of the way men are wired, there are basic things they see as infidelity. It's like their wife is sleeping with another man. One of them is comparison. If you compare your husband with a man who lives close by, instantly he begins to get pictures about you and the man. He will start thinking, the time she said she was going out at 6 p.m. I hope it was not the man's place she went. The devil will not help him to create pictures that never existed. Satan will create them and fill his head with them. And then you go out and come back, the man is not greeting you again. And you are wondering what is happening because of comparison. Be very careful, very careful. Don't start a fire you will not be able to quench. If your husband has done something that you are trying to correct and there's no change, report him. You have counselors, you have pastors, report. Let them help you. Instead of say, can't you just be like our pastor? Have you lived with your pastor? And are you like pastor's wife? And who told you your pastor is better than your husband? Look, I don't know the church you came from, but let me tell you sincerely, forget altar dynamism. Many pastors are bad boys. Many pastors are bad husbands. Many pastors are bad fathers. But on the altar, and God can use anything. I tell you, no matter how bad you are, if you have a calling, God will use you. If you make yourself available. So that somebody is anointed does not mean he's a good husband. That somebody is anointed does not mean he's a good father. So before you compare your husband with your pastor, and think twice. Not all that glitter is gold. Number 12. When your husband needs space, give him space. It's part of the psychology of men. What will happen to a woman and she will be looking for who to talk to? When it happens to a man, he will be looking for how to be alone. Our wiring is completely different. When something happens to a woman, she can talk to him and talk to her and talk to him and talk to her. In the middle of all the talks, she will stumble on the answer and say, oh, that's what I should do. That's our wiring. They said on the average, a woman speaks 40,000 words in a day and a man speaks 4,000 words. So when your wife returns from work and say, honey, do you know what happened today? You cannot even imagine it. In fact, she wants to complete 40,000. Allow her. Even if you won't answer, job will say, hey, oh, you mean it? Oh my goodness. Hey, it happened like that. Let her finish at 40,000 or else she won't sleep. But for a man, there are times you just say that the man is withdrawn. It's not that he's unhappy. At times he wants to think. Men are wired to think. When something is happening they cannot handle, they want to withdraw and reason out the answer. When something women don't like happen to them, they are looking for how to talk to their husband, talk to their brother, talk to somebody. So if you see your wife talking to the mother, don't get angry. But as a woman, give your husband space when you notice he needs it. There are times you notice that you come close, the man is just withdrawn. Let him know you know what is happening. That's how to help him. Honey, let me give you space. I can see you need some time alone. Right there, he knows that you understand what is going on in his head. Because he himself does not even know. He may not even know what is wrong with him. At times, a man can be so confused that because of the hustling, he can't even fix what is wrong. So he wants to retire alone and then fix whatever the case may be. But women, they fix their problem by talking. When they talk and talk and talk, they will find the answer. Like one pastor said, he said when women come to him, he will engage them. They'll be talking. When they are talking, say, mommy told you, it happened like that. I said, yes, sir, pastor, you need to be there. I said, I know what to do now. But men are not like that. When you notice your husband is withdrawn, is not talking, give him space. He does not hate you. He just needs space. Number 13, talk to him, not at him. Talk to your husband, don't talk at him. You see, these things look simple, but they are not as simple as they seem. They are not as simple as they seem. Talk to your husband, don't talk at your husband. Talk to your husband, don't talk at your husband. If you talk at your husband, you may activate his negative dimension. Not every man has become like Jesus. Some are in the process. Your husband may not have become as gentle as Jesus. So don't talk at him. You need to be very deliberate about this. Men love women. They love wives who know how to address them and address issues to them. It has been discovered that an average woman may want to present an issue to the husband. She brings it as attack. If the man is not a gentleman, he will see the attack and then forget the message. When you are bringing an issue, bring it positively. Don't use issues to attack your man. Bring issues to him. It will bring solution. That's what it's wired for. There's a very slim line between talking to and talking at. Because most of the time, a woman can start talking to the husband, and then in the process of time, emotion will catch up with her. And then suddenly, she will switch from talking to him to talking at him. So in a single conversation, a woman can talk to her husband and talk at her husband. And then you are wondering, why is he just walking away? What have I said now? What have I said now? That's how you walk away. You always want to run. He's walking away because you are not talking the right way. Remind yourself as a wife that your husband listens when you talk to him and tunes off when you talk at him. Use the measure that brings results. You can say the same words in two different ways. One is talking to him, one is talking at him, and it's the same statement. The words are not the issue, but the mannerism. Mind your gesture, mind your body language, mind your tone, mind your tone. A woman was always having issues with the husband. He will not do what I say. He will not. Until one day, I was around where they were arguing, and they were not aware. And I saw the way the woman talks to the man. You say, Jide, I'm a right polodwin. 20 kegs, Lara. Adema keep Ademata. That's the first time she said it to. If you are bringing a business proposal, it's for the good of the family. Tell him in a simple way. If we buy red oil, it's 20,000. After 6 months, it becomes 72,000. Is that not a good business? If we buy 20 kegs, that's a lot of money. That's 55,000 profit in 20 places. Think about it. Not Amara. I know you won't take it. But this one, Mama Kusielonu, even if there's problem, present it the right way. Let me say one more time. Men don't like women who talk at them. Proverbs 21 verse 9. Proverbs 21 verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop, that's a penthouse, than with a brawly woman in a wide house. You see, that housetop is a replacement for a hot home. The location of that housetop now is a bar. It's at the outskirts of town, very far from your house. Very far, very far. I saw one day, the corner where they built that bar. I said, what? Do you know the name of the bar? Mosafun Eto. That is, even the people who built it know that the men coming here are running from something. Mosafun Eto. And it's in the Bible. Proverbs 21 verse 19. The same Proverbs 21. We have read verse 9. Let's read verse 19 now. Proverbs 21 verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman. It is better to dwell in the wilderness. That wilderness now is close to Blondro. The Bible is perfect. You will see men with ties at 5 p.m. They will walk into a bar and stay there till 11:30 p.m. And they do that Monday to Friday. On Saturday, there's no work. They dress up. 6:30 a.m. they are gone. Where are they going? They are going to the wilderness. Musafun. That's where they are going. Don't talk at your man. Talk to him. Number 14. Suggest but don't insist. Suggest but don't insist. Suggest but don't insist. The challenge with a lot of women is they think that when you confront a man, that's when you can have your ideas brought to book. Men pick options that are not forced on them. That's how they are wired. I wish a lot of women will know this one. Suggest ideas to your husband, but don't insist that he must pick them. Men pick options that are not forced on them. Even as boys, they hate to take the option that is forced on them. That's why a lot of adolescent boys are hard nuts for their parents. The moment you tell them you must do it, that's the one they won't choose. It's in their wiring. That's why they say boys are stubborn, because there is something in them that rejects what to force on them. The option you force on a man is the very one he will not take. Even when it seems like the best option, he will reject it. Except his spirit. When you force a man to take your advice, you start looking like his mother. You start looking like his older sister. All his life, his mother forced him to do what he may not have loved to do. He's married now, and his wife is trying to force his opinion on him. He will revolt against you, consciously and unconsciously. If you force your opinions on your husband, you will give room for the enemy to make him an enemy instead of your companion. Let me say one more time. A man will always reject the opinion of a forceful wife. He will no longer see you as his wife, but as his mother, and he will fight. Every man is happy to be free from their mom's control. When you begin to take the posture of a choleric mother, they start running from. They start running. If you want your man to feel comfortable, ask him for your opinion. Don't force him to take your opinion. Give your opinion and walk away. Give your opinion, walk away. Give your ideas, walk away. Let him choose. It will surprise you that he will always choose your opinion. The reason he's not choosing your opinion is because you are forcing them on him. And in case your husband picks your idea, don't make it look like it was your idea. Let me say that again. If you bring an opinion and your husband adopts the opinion, don't come and say, you see now, Mustafa, pretend like it was not your opinion. You bring an idea, your husband executes it. After the success, tell him, honey, you are a great guy. You always do things in special ways. See the way you have done this one. Even though the idea came from you. You know what you are doing? You are helping him to continue to take your idea. If a man knows, number one, that you are not going to force opinions on him, he knows, number two, that you are not going to take pride in him executing your idea. He will always take your idea. But some women can't keep quiet. The moment the man adopts your idea, you start feeling like a goddess. Number 15, give him good food. Somebody said, my husband is a pastor, and I said, Mbuna Kosi, that pastor should not like food. I don't have problem with kitchen. I'm married to a pastor. You know, I've read the Bible cover to cover over and again. I pondered on everything there. There's nowhere there where they wrote that pastor should fast every day. There is no man that does not love food. Write that down in capital letter. Every man loves food. Every man. Forget about it. If they are looking like St. Michael and St. Gabriel. Every man loves food. How can you be a married man? You cannot cook. Somebody said, you see, I'm not the kitchen type. Who raised you? You should be ashamed to say that in public. Don't give your husband bread of sorrow. You cooked spaghetti. The man is eating and is wondering, is it Gary I'm drinking? He will pick his phone and on the light, on that fluorescent. He will see on the light of phone and take a look. Is this Gary or spag? There are women who can boil egg and boil it successfully. Go and learn. Domesticated. A man told me, a man named Nicholas. You will see the man in the book. What I'm teaching you now is already a book. The book will be out on Monday. Tomorrow, by Wednesday, it will be on the stand. Amen. They are promised it to land tomorrow. Glory to God. A man named Nicholas explained to me his ordeal. By the time he was giving me his explanation, everything has gone haywire. God showed me a revelation about him. So I called him. I said, bro, it's been a while. We have not seen for close to 6 months. What God showed me here is a revelation of you. You are sleeping with a woman that is not your wife. The phone went dead. Hello, bro, Nicholas. He said, hello, pastor. You were talking well just now. What happened? He said, it is well, sir. I said, so tell me your story. And that's the story I want to tell you now. He said he drives 1.5 hours to come home from work. And he gets home and meets his food cold. Every blessed day. Cold. He told the woman, you know, I don't like cold food. She said, well, I cannot kill myself. The woman closed from her shop at 2 p.m. Once she gets home, she will cook and put everybody's food in coolers. And I hope you know, there's no cooler in Nigeria again. The last cooler, real one, finished after I was born. When I was growing up, you put food in coolers at 6 a.m. By 6 p.m. it's still hot. The coolers they are making now, put food at 6 p.m. By 7 p.m. it's cold. It will look like they are bringing it from a freezer. So Nicholas told the wife, honey, cook the food at 5:30 or 6. She said, no. When I come back home, I want to sweat it out. I want to do anything I want to do. And then when I want to rest, I don't like disturbance. 2 o'clock, she's cooking dinner. There's nothing bad about it. But you see, the man said, I don't like microwave. You know, I have read about it. I don't like it. But at times, because he's tired, he will take the food and microwave. Once in a while, he will take the food to the kitchen and then warm the food. One day, as he was driving with his friend, the friend told him, that's where I eat. Because if I get home now, my wife won't cook until 10 p.m. So he joined his friend and ate. From that day, he began to eat there. So before coming home, he was eating freshly made meal, ready-made, steaming like Amala Gbomosho. He will eat and enjoy himself. He will sit down in that canteen for 1 hour, watch some footballs, pick his teeth, do all that. After 1 hour, he will not be coming home. When he gets home, he will pick the food 2 rounds, put in his mouth, and go and sleep. After using that canteen for 6 months, there was a day as he was entering, a young lady entered at the same time. Coincidentally, his shoulder hit the lady, her phone fell, his own phone too fell. So he picked the 2 phones, gave her own. Sorry, I'm so sorry. That was how they knew themselves. 2 days after, he came there, the lady too came there. Oh, hello sister, sorry for the other day. They became friends. The girl said, what is a man like you doing in an eatery? And the man said, I should be asking you the same question. What is a young lady like you doing in an eatery? She said, well, I just parked in here. That's my house just 4 buildings away. I'm just trying to set up my 2-bedroom flat. So I come here to eat for the meantime. So she told him, why not? Instead of coming here, stop over at my place. Eat freshly made meals. The following day, he stopped over. The food was like the canteen food. Yet, for 1 year, he was stopping there to eat. Food became an affair. He will stay there till 10:30, 11 and then go home. And the wife was not angry. In the first place, she said she does not want trouble. I didn't come here to die for any man. It was that call that delivered him. Already, a lot was happening. She would have become second wife. Was the man planning that? No. No. Ordained worker in his church. Yeah. He loved God. But cold food pushed them there. For that man, cold food was his own bread of sorrow. You must know what your husband wants. It's not the type of food. It's not the name of the food. It is how the food is cooked. Your husband may not be like, I am not saying men should be stressing their wives and be asking for pounded yam at 2 a.m. That's not what I'm saying. Make your husband your priority. Make your husband your priority. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 34. I'm bringing the message to a close shortly. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 34b. I'm reading give us the whole chapter. Let's read the whole chapter. Okay. Can you give us that? Is it possible? But a married woman concerns herself with worldly matters because she wants to please her husband. Your primary assignment as a woman is your family. And in your family, your primary assignment is your husband, not even your children. Your husband first before your children. Your husband first before your children. Your husband must be your preoccupation. How you want to please him. That's what the Bible said, not me. May your husband not be like me. You give me cold food, I won't complain. Why can't you pay me only? I will fill my belly and come back home and look at the food. Touch it here and touch it there and put oil on it and go and sleep. Make your man your priority, not a option, not one of those things. Give the man the impression that you prioritize him. Look, these are the little things that make men feel like my wife loves me. When you prioritize your man, he sees it as love. For a man, respect is love. That's what men see as love. Prioritize him. Give him good food. A wife who cannot cook is not a wife. Is a married woman, not a wife. She's married. She's a married woman, not a wife. Number 16. Respect his parents. Regard his mother. If you are married to a man who has a mother, after God, put that woman next. Father-in-laws don't have problems most of the time. Even when a girl is nasty, father-in-laws will look away. His mother-in-law will say, if your mother-in-law is a witch, manage a witchcraft with wisdom. Because you can't change her. You can't change her. You can't fight your mother-in-law and be justified. You can't fight your father-in-law and be justified. It's a lost battle before it starts. No matter what your in-laws do, look away. Even if your husband has issues with his mother, don't join him. Mother and son can settle. It is mother and daughter-in-law that may never settle. What your husband will do to his mother and they will settle at 6 p.m. If it is you, wife of the son, it may never be. If you need wisdom as a wife, one of the biggest wisdom you are going to need is wisdom to handle your parents-in-law. You may fight your husband and settle. In-law, all their children will gather against you. All the siblings of your husband will have you in their black book. No matter the issue, give regard to your parents-in-law, particularly your mother-in-law. Because these days, we have very choleric mother-in-laws everywhere. When they come to your house, they want to take over. And today, we have a lot of church men who cannot talk to their mother. Look, you can respect your mother. It doesn't mean you can't correct her. Particularly in your house. She's not in her husband's house, she's in your house. Hello, mommy. Anything you want to eat, tell them they will cook for you. Don't cook. That kitchen is my wife's kitchen. Your kitchen is in your husband's house. You are the one that can tell her, not your wife. And if you are a wife and you think your mouth is big and you are the one telling your mother-in-law that if you have a difficult mother-in-law, you must factor her into your lifestyle. You must do your best to win your in-laws. Because if you are in good terms with your parents-in-law, particularly your mother-in-law as a wife, I can assure you, there are problems you won't have with your husband. Men love wives who have respect for their parents. Number 17. Peace for a man is everything. Men want peace by all means. Most men who close from work and go straight home, it is because there's peace at home. If there is no peace at home, they will find somewhere else to go. A lot of men have places they go after work because there's no peace at home. A lot of men may look good on the outside. They look heaven bound. They speak in tongues. But they have ungodly places they go after work because there's no peace at home. Make your home a heaven for your husband. The man has gone to fight. Don't let him come back home again and fight another battle with you. Men don't come home to love you. They come home to peace. Peace. Give your husband peace. If your husband does not come home on time, it is not unlikely that peace is lacking in that house. Make your home a peaceable place, a peaceful place for your husband to dwell. Men unconsciously run from troubles. There may be no fighting, and yet there could still be trouble. We may not have an official battle, but there could still be trouble. So be careful. Make your home a place your husband longs to return to. Make yourself a spouse that your husband will miss when he's out of home. Number 18. Second to the last one. Understand your husband. Because if you don't understand him, you are the one that will suffer. A woman said, Pastor, my husband is always telling me lies. I said, what do they call you? Because you believe in Jesus. He said, I am a believer. I said, so believe him. He comes home and tells you, between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., I went to Abuja by road and I returned. Tell him, wow, we thank God for Johnny Mercies. Don't do analysis. Don't do analysis. Analysis will cause trouble. Because sincerely, believe me, there are stories men tell when they come back from war. They are true, but they don't look true. If you analyze them, it will look like lie from the pit of hell. And it actually happened like that. If you are the wife of Job, he left home in the evening and told you, I'll be coming back tomorrow. I want to get to Akure and come back. And then you didn't see him for 1 week. When he came back, he now told you that the vehicle I entered just fell inside this Alua. All of us fell inside the water. I just noticed that one fish just came out from nowhere and swallowed me. When the fish was going to come out, I saw myself at what's the name of this river after Ore towards Benin? Ofoshu. I just saw myself at River Ofoshu from Lisalua, and I was wondering, how did I get here? And I heard a voice, preach, my servant, preach. So I was there for 4 days preaching, and Jonah. And after 4 days, I heard the voice of the Lord. Go back to Ofoshu River, and I went there. Right there, as I stood there, the fish came again and swallowed me and brought me again back to Lisalua. So I began to walk home. If you are the woman, what will you say? You will clap and say, ha ha! You think I am a fool? There are a lot of things men face that if they explain, you will think they didn't happen, and they actually happen. Just understand with your husband. Even if he's a liar, understand him. The important thing is understand who you are married to. When he's lying, clap for him. Tell him you don't mean it. You mean you went through all of that? We give God praise. What are you looking for? Your own peace of mind. One woman said, I will get to the end of this. Pastor, I will get to the end of this. And I told her, if you get to the end of this, you will die. And if you die, I will conduct your burial. And after 3 months, Nami go give you husband and wife. We conduct fresh wedding for you. You'll be forgotten forever. So don't get to the bottom of this. You are now on the top of this. Stop there. Let the matter rest. Amen, somebody. Apart from lies, people change. Our work changes us. The things we come across from day to day, they change us. They work on us. They transform us. You may not even be aware. A man had just a wife, and then everything was going on fine. When they had their first baby, that was when he knew that nursing a baby is not easy. Not Pampers with 1/4 of his salary. And then in 2 weeks, the set has finished. So he began to calculate. So if I buy another one now, half salary is finished. In 2 weeks, it will finish. So that means I will be using half salary to buy only Pampers. Artisan rent, no transport. Half salary has gone for Pampers. Instantly, he began to think of what to make money apart from salary. He began to hustle. That's a man for you. That's how men reason. Be careful. Understand your man so that you can have peace. Number 19 and the last one. Don't chase his family and friends away. Some women are experts at chasing people away from their husband. You know, I know men whose parents don't visit anymore. Friends don't come to their homes. Their wives chase them away. And when you see these women, they look easygoing. That's why I don't believe in face value. It's a lie. Some women look like angels, but they are demons. A woman said, honey, I have told you, Bolu cannot be your friend, except I am not your wife. You can't decide who your husband will befriend. You can't. You can't choose his friends. If you have a reservation, explain to him and then follow it up with prayers. A woman told the mother-in-law, Mommy, Emma need to prepare lati maloleyin. Also fun ya oko. But Mommy, you have been here for 4 weeks. You are disturbing our space. Prepare, Mommy. Mani Cuba gbeyin. I pity you. Iya to ma je onileyin agba ele. You are not smart. You are stupid. That woman had been with the husband long before you met him. You are not saying she has her own husband's house. This is her son's house. She is welcome anytime. If you don't want her again, go on your knees. One dream from God is enough. She will wake up 2 a.m. and pack a load, but your hand will not be there. You have not seen that before. I don't have time. I would have told you some stories of wicked mother-in-laws who left their husband's house and came to their son's house, and the woman remained faithful to her, and she was wicked. And we told her, Madam, now prayer. Don't let Satan catch you because of this woman. Don't let this woman drive you to hell. Regard her and then pray. One dream, only one. The mama said, they want to kill me, oh, they want to kill me, oh, they want to kill me, oh. She packed her load. 2 a.m. She was packing her thing. She went to bedroom at 2 a.m. Pick her toothbrush, pick her toothpaste, went everywhere picking her things and pack everything. As soon as cock crowed, she told the son, you have to, I don't want the day to break and meet me in this house. What she saw is between her and God. A praying wife. Chase her out without talking. There are battles you fight, not with words. You fight them on your knees. If you feel somebody's around your husband who should not be around your husband, you notice by your sensitivity, by discernment, by the Holy Ghost that this person is evil. Use prayer to take care of it. You can tell your husband at a very good time, but if he does not agree with you, follow it up with prayers. Glory to God. We close there for today. The Lord is good and all.